incredible. You could pick so many points of which was the pivotal moment of when Luminosity won this. Formal was cutting down the lane here from Red Reserve. He wasn't necessarily getting the points of it, but he was cutting everything off. Scraps then makes a huge two-piece to actually give them just like 3 more seconds. Shuts down, but the one point that really separated it from me was Rated was in office. He was 1 away from streaks. He pops the magazine. He tries to reload with that STG, and John gets a 3-piece to shut it down. It was a pretty much pointless kill, but it denied any type of streaks for Red Reserve. Look at the breakdown though, Red Reserve dominating in operations. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that 250 to 248. And Luminosity 1-0 up in the series. This is going to be a wild ride for sure.
It's no surprise. I mean, both those teams have got a flawless record in the tournament so far on Valk, Hardpoint. And I mean, to see that it went down to, what, 2 points in the end, it's not a surprise at all. It's clearly very strong game types. And the Vitos, they were happy to let that one go through either way because they both know they're so strong in it. And in the end, that came down to a hairline in the final few moments. And yeah, you're absolutely right. We've got a big series on our hands. Now, this is huge. Look at Zero's face, man. I mean, that's a very, very tight loss. To make that kind of comeback as well, and to have the lead towards the end of the smokestacks, which they potentially could have won, that is a very, very difficult comeback to make now. You have to regain entirely. You have to forget that match and go straight to the next one now. S&D, big deep breath as we roll on through. They've got to bounce back.
Yeah, the crazy thing is as well, Luminosity, they're a team now that are on such a high. Taking down Optic yesterday, coming in here, winning map 1. I don't care what anyone says, winning a map 250 to 248 will get you way more hyped up than winning a map 250 to 100. You're going into this now, so your energy, your adrenaline is pumping through your body. And this search and destroy really could be kind of the difference maker. If Red Reserve bounce back straight away, we've got a series on our hand. If Luminosity starts to shut down Red, I feel like Red are going to be in a position which they haven't been in. These guys have, 4-0'd their pool. They came into winner brackets, stormed out of that one. And they were super confident going into Luminosity's game. And you know what? They should be, because they're playing absolutely lights out right now. They have got a task on their hands. Search and Destroy St. Marie is going to be coming up next here. My eyes are on Formal still.
Still, you can't... Like, it's impossible to take away anything from either of these teams right now. Both teams are playing great. This is a team... Red have had the hottest hand in the event so far. I mean, Rise are looking great, but Red just seem to be untouchable. Their Friday and Saturday play were great. Yeah. This is going to be one hell of a series, Phil, and I'm glad to be here. And if you're enjoying yourself here in Anaheim, let me tell you one thing, you'll enjoy yourself at Champs a whole lot more. Coming up this August, you can get those tickets online. We'll see you there, and so will these teams. Either way, now, prepare yourselves for map number 2, Search and Destroy on Sainte Marie Dumont. LG versus Red. Let's get it.
Well, let's get into the action here as we're jumping on board with Slack. It looks like Luminosity, a very standard setup here. 1 either side, 2 in Restaurant, but Red Reserve edging towards the A-bomb site. Grenades being thrown out, and there's the information you need. Who's gathered it? Mr. Formal himself, but he's taking some damage, a couple of shots, and he could be taken down, so he's going to wiggle his way out of that one. Regen, regain, and head back in. Slack's got the cover, but the smoke is going down, perfectly placed. Zero, denied.
Formal, talked about it before, shots are on, he's just absolutely wrecking fools. Rated's next in, AR versus AR, good range for both of them, see if they can't find something. Scraps is now coming to join the party, make it a 2v1. Ooh, almost find something. There's a bit of an engagement going down in mid, that's it. Joe's going to sneak in behind Slack, so that's huge. JCap now all on his own in a 1v3 situation, round 1. Bomb's going to be going down, JCap. Those shots are out. Now he knows he's coming. Can he find the kill on this one? He knows that the player's going to be on the stairs. No way they're not. JCap can't let it go. But it's a tough scenario to be in. Obviously, 1v3, he can get.
Joe is such a smart player. I want to give Joe so much credit. I feel like this round is almost all but over. I hate to kind of rule Cap out of this, but with 30 seconds, there you go. And I want to highlight Joe. He pushes through the middle. He comes up behind one of the players. I believe it was Slacked. In the Restaurant. That's the kill that wins them the round. It enables them to cross, it enables the plant to get down. Then the way that he plays and almost toys with his food there on the stairs, runs around the Restaurant, pre-grenades the window, and again, it's just such intelligent play. It's like he's 2-3 steps ahead of the meta sometimes. Joe doesn't get all the credit that he deserved. He's that sneaky beaver, the one behind enemy lines, and keep your eyes on him in this Search and Destroy. Kicking things off though, 2-0.
I think Joe's one of the most ridiculously sneaky players I've ever seen. I mean, we've seen him hit like before we stopped playing, London Ducks CTF. He was my favorite player to watch just for those big old flanks. Either way, let's get straight into this one on the defense. We've got 2 players towards A for Red Reserve, and the bomb's kind of sitting back, but they're leaning more towards a B push again. It's interesting to see how Search has changed so much over the course of World War II. We used to see those crazy grenade plays all towards B, and now we're seeing a little bit more slow and steady. Joe tagged up versus Formal. Lovely bit of tandem there. Scraps comes in, tags him out, gets the kill. That's a lovely way to start the round for Red Reserve.
Just the positioning of Joe and Scraps there. Like, they're pushing up on A where normally you wouldn't be. He's pretty much sat in the dirt. Unexpected, to say the least, but the way that Scraps just kind of wiggles back and forth, Joe baits out and Scraps cleans up. They're going to initiate that. Joe's in a lot of trouble here. How's he going to get out of this one? He's stunned. He's going to be grenaded. Great stuff from Cap, but guess what? Wow, okay. Guess not that, okay. Scraps doesn't trade out. He's still looking for that, and he's trying to find JCap. Will do. John's found a snipe elsewhere. 2v2 going down. The pinch is on. But John is inside with a sniper rifle. Not the best weapon here. You say that, but then John's shot, incredible.
If anyone's going to make it work, John's definitely going to be the player to make it happen.
On.
Zero, though, he has no idea. Teetering the
John,
edge of that one. They know the
inside
B-bomb's
with a
in full
sniper
control, and
rifle.
that
Not
sight
the
is
best
so
weapon
solid.
here.
John finds the one. They're on zero. There's another one around the corner. Can he get it?
If
Scraps ties it up. 1v1. John, sniper on. So close. Scraps. 8 seconds left. He's making it so solid. John finds the one. They're on zero. There's another one around the corner. Can he get it? Scraps ties it up. 1v1. Doesn't want to let it go, and that's strong enough. Sniper on. John, though. Scraps. Called it. If anyone's going to hit the shot, it's going to be John. Zero. There's another one around the corner. Can he get it? Scraps ties it up. 1v1 out there. Let it go, and that's strong enough.
That was a high-risk, high-reward situation for Scraps. I actually thought he was going to go for it. You know John has the sniper. He jumps around that corner. If he misses his first shot, they can win that round, go 2-0 up, have 5-0 and a defuse. That's basically streaks. But he doesn't. He backs down. He's confident in his team that they can, you know, just work off of this, play for these streaks. Let's see if it pays off, though, because Scraps is going to be the one taking the bomb. And now they're pushing to B. This is fast. This is aggressive. They've got their armored on. The smokes are down. But here come the grenades. Here come the cavalry of Luminosity.
Yeah, they haven't quite made it into the site yet, though. So without that presence there on the bomb site, Luminosity are able to get in on the defense, and now we're seeing a bit of a rotation from Red. They may have to think towards A, they may play still towards B. They know that they've managed to lure all the players from LG over towards the bomb site at B, and now there's a bit of a rotate through mid. JCap sniffed it right out though, and he may be able to find Rated here. Joe, now that's a perfect timing on the kill. JCap's cleaned up, and here we have a bit of slight advantage. That's completely gone. 2 players from Red have just been taken out. John now on the rotate, 40 seconds left on the clock. Rated finds him from behind, just about. And now it's back to a 2v2, Rated in 0 versus Formal and Slacked. 35 seconds left on the clock. They need to make that bomb play happen sooner rather than later. And Zero is going to gamble towards A. You can see the players of Luminosity just working together, Slacked and Formal, basically holding hands through the street, checking left and right before crossing. And Rated may be able to catch Slacked, but the player for here from Formal is almost perfect. Can he time it? Beautiful kill from Rated, but Formal's on a bomb. Zero is going to get away, and this is huge. Rated needs to get in here as quick as he possibly can, otherwise it's going to be a very difficult situation to be in. Formal,
don't challenge.
Gets Rated.
It's a simple don't challenge. Formal would have shut down Rated 100%. But oh my goodness, he needed one more bullet. Rated's going to poke out again. I'm not sure why the challenge is going down, but Rated's so confident in his own ability. You know, do you applaud that? Do you just kind of question that? But Rated weak, peeks out, takes the gunfight. If Formal had one extra bullet on that second gunfight, that was so well predicted from Formal.
That was a pretty tight duel between the two. I am staggered. I thought Formal had the kill. I mean, the very fact that he took care of Zero pretty handily. You know, he had the advantage. He came in from behind, but at the same time, the shots in on Zero, on Rated, sorry, to begin with, he had him dead to rights. Anyway, this has been a good S&D so far. 4th round now underway. It's a B play. It's a heavy B play for Luminosity. It's a brawl. They're going straight in. The smokes are out. The nades are through, and they've already got the sight. Red Reserve not there at all. Joe's got a lot of work to do from up top, and that's going to give him a little bit of intel. Scraps with the snipe. We do have only Zero on the outside, and here comes the gunfights. The bomb's going to be going down, and LG are looking to play this one very, very aggressively. This is a decisive play. They know exactly what they wanted, and this is going to be a retake of the ages if they can make this work. Scraps. There's the cap of John, and Cap as well.
My goodness.
Scraps in on the side. Can he make it 3? Almost. Joe in now. What a retake this could be. Slacked almost making it work. Red Reserve. Off the hand of 2 magnificent snipes there from Scraps. The composure. What a deep breath that was. He managed to find those 2 players. Unbelievable sight. That's my favorite player of the tournament so far.
For sure. 2 precise shots. And again, it was just the patience. He didn't kind of rush the shot. He had, what, a couple of pixels to play with there. But apart from that, Scraps coming up trumps here with the double from the snipes. And that's going to make it 3-1. That's a round where you look at things and you think a retake with a sniper, sometimes that goes the other way. But right now, Red Reserve 3-1 in the lead. And one thing I will say is they've really kind of taken it well. The loss on the hard point, they've put that to the back of their minds. They've come into this one fresh. Slack's been spotted. Joe, the sneaky player he is, twinkling around on his tippy toes. He's going to backtrack here. And Scraps is still rocking that sniper.
I love this from Scraps. I love the positioning. Actually, almost just managed to find John, but he backed away in the last few moments. Scraps and Joe now working together. I love the positioning, though, from LG. Again, the defensive lineup is really tight spread. They're all over the other side of the map. B&A pretty well covered. Scraps, ooh, JCap just dicing with death there. Oh. Scraps has been hitting these shots for the last 2 rounds. You can't be that confident against him. You know, you have to give him respect. You have to let him give him that space to work with, otherwise he's going to take you out. And this may be another one. If John peeks again, Scraps is back in position. Formal's going to find himself in the street as well. Slacked in from behind, though. Oh, doesn't manage to make it work. A couple of kills. Formal now dicing with death. He's right in the street. He's asking Scraps, come at me, bro. I'm ready for you. 20 seconds left on the clock. What are you going to do? It's all on Formal now. 2 players left for Red. They've got to make something happen as the bomb goes down, and Formal can now play retake.
Formal's going to be in a 1v2. He needs to make it 2 individual 1v1s. He's got a challenge. He's going to drop down. Zero's denied, and he knows exactly where Scraps is going to be coming from. He's weak, though. He's challenged, and Scraps, that is down to Zero. Yes, Scraps made the kill, but the information you saw Scraps strafe on around. Zero called it out. He's weak. He's in the corner, and look at this. He doesn't even think twice. It was a perfect play from Formal. He couldn't have done any more. But Red Reserve, once again, come out on top here. The search and destroy is showing to be a little one-sided, but it comes down to these 1v1s every single time.
Scraps doesn't hesitate, though. If he hesitates and Formal's health regens, yeah, it's over. Because that means in that situation, you know, the pistol versus what? The SCG at that range, it's done. It's absolutely finished. Either way, 4-1 right now. Red looking strong. Luminosity, though, these rounds are so tight. They're so close. Anything can happen. They could make this comeback in a big way. JCap looking for those players through mid. John now opting to sniper. Rated gets the kill. Ties it up here, 3v3. Slacked has got a player in his courtyard immediately to his left. Oh my goodness, how has he not been shot at? Joe. Oh, Joe. So sneaky. Does get traded out quite quickly. 2v2 right now. JCap and Formal. Rated goes down. JCap with 2, so that's going to be now a 1v2. Zero on his own. Can he tie things up?
That was the difference maker. JCap's second there. And now a 1v2. Zero is going to have to back on down. I think it's pretty obvious that they're rotating to B. He sees, obviously, from the position of one player. That bomb's going to go down, but how is Zero going to get back into this one?
I don't think he has any utility to retake this with either, so he's going to have to do this with just the bar, and you know what the B-bomb site's like. This is going to be a very difficult scenario to win, and if he can kill Formal in this position, which is going to be incredibly unlikely, that was the only way it was ever going to work out. And again, LG hold strong and find the round. Gotta give it, man. I was surprised. I thought when John lost out that kill early on to Rated with Snipe, I thought that might have been the turning point. I thought potentially that was the swing in the round, but again, Slack coming in from behind, finding those kills. They traded out Joe very effectively when Joe came in from behind. Nice, easy way for Luminosity to get back in this one, keep it competitive at 4-2.
Yeah, that round was won and lost when JCap found that second kill. It was a kill which, you know, you probably don't think he makes, but he snaps on, he finds it. And Red Reserve will go once again. It looks like they're edging towards A, though, just like round number 1. John's going to be caught as well. He's going to be weakened. The call-out might come out. He may get challenged. So Formal throwing everything over that barn. That little shed here, and Scraps will be tagged up. And again, it's looks like he's going to be retreating for now.
Beautiful use of utility to body block those players, keep them out of the fight, save his teammate for the time being. You don't necessarily have to have a line of sight to cover your friends. Meanwhile, players is Joe. Joe, once again, so sneaky on the right-hand side. Look at number 2 on the minimap. He's making his way forward. He's crept in. JCap can sniff something. His spidey senses are tingling, and his tingles are right. He should probably get those checked. He knows that player's now on the bomb, and this is the rotate coming in from Red. Watch those blue arrows on the left-hand side of the screen. Now that they know it's going to be a deep, long rotate from John. Maybe Formal can back him up here, but this is going to be very difficult again. No deaths yet. JCap with smokes and nades to work with on the bomb site. Over the top. Can he find it?
The key play for me is Joe. He's the one outside of the bomb site. He's going to be the one which is going to either make the play, and he does make the play onto John. It's now a 3v3. Big kill from Slack there, coming in with the grenade, but Joe, again, the difference maker. He's going to actually find himself getting back in. At a 3v3, they need to couple all angles. Rated finds 2, and now there's only one. It's Formal from behind. Scraps is going to spot him. He should go down. He will go down, but Rated is going to come up clutch once again. 3 kills to end that round, and Red Reserve will lead 5-2 in the map. Luminosity giving it their all here, but it seems like Red Reserve, again, the game plan that they have, when it doesn't work, I love how Red adapt. They tried the A push, they were shut down. Scraps backed off, they rotated round, and they're very quick with it. They don't hesitate, they make the decisions. Whoever's calling the shots in Red Reserve right now deserves a pat on the back. They're doing a great job. Can they push this to a minimum game 4? Of course, map number 1 by just 2 points goes in favor of Luminosity. Will Red Reserve close this one out with 6-2, ironically, with more points split between them?
Map points now to tie up the series. Red in on the site. Joe's first in. Rated up above, providing a bit of cover fire. Joe able to pick on those weaker players. But again, Raid's going to have to back down now. Perfect use of nades in the last round from Luminosity to take care of Zero on the site. And now they're going to have to make their way back into this. Rated up top, no deaths yet. Actually, Slacked is already gone, so that's going to be the round disadvantage for Luminosity, and not when you want it. Here, 1 minute remaining, round 8.
And the one thing that Red Reserve can do is they can play for the retake. They've got utility, they've got the grenades as well. Wow, okay.
But JCap just bomb down. He got the bomb down. There is that, and now you have to force the players of Red to make their way on. And you got JCap on that big late rotate as well. Is he going to be able to catch Rated? He does. Rated gets the kill, and that's huge. 2v3 right now. Formal still on the site. He has to make something big happen here. There are 2 players coming in from behind. This could be it. John needs to find something. He swats the fly. Almost finds a second kill. 1 now. V2. Formal on the turn. Zero in a 1v1. It doesn't go that way, and that's going to be it. Red Reserve 6-2. Tying up the series 1-1. Skills are plenty from both teams. This is going to be a fairly evenly matched series, Phil. We called it 2 of the clear-cut favorites in this competition aside from Rise, and I don't think this is going to be a short series by any stretch of the imagination.
It's definitely not. Red Reserve, though, close things out on Search and Destroy. 6-2 here on map number 2. We're going to be heading to capture the flag very, very shortly. However, map 1 goes in favor of Luminosity, 250 to 248, and a nail-biting Valkyrie hardpoint. We then head to St. Maria's. Red Reserve close things down 6-2. After this quick break, we'll be heading into CTF. We'll catch you then.
PWL Anaheim has been absolutely insane. Let's jump into our top 5 plays brought to you by the PlayStation 4. Attach is going to start things off at number 5 as he is able to close out this hardpoint victory in style.
Smoke's going to cover the front entrance, going to shut down that STG. He's not going to be able to do much, but it doesn't matter. He's got a pistol in hand. 3 kills. Oh my good God, FaZe. What a way to do it. You could cook an egg off that man. He's so hot right now.
Next up at number 4 is John, taking out 2 members of Optic Gaming with the snipe.
Maybe going to rely on John to find some kind of pick here. Pre-fire. I thought it was Oh, John! Johnny boy just rips Scump and finds 2 with the snipe.
JCap is able to clutch up this round 11 versus Enigma 6, earning him the number 3 play of day 2.
30 seconds left. E6 have a BZ and General up. Cap, can you produce the goods when the pressure's on? Spots a BZ, makes it a 1v1. Time on JCap's side, he's just waiting for his health to regen. General waiting, peeking. Cap for the 1v2, and he's gonna clutch up! And LG in emphatic fashion go 2-0 up in the series.
Coming in at number 2 is all of Conquest and their dramatic last-second cap to force OT versus Optic Gaming.
Kismet does find a kill. He finds 2 kills. There's a pair coming through. Everybody's dropping. Optic Gaming get crushed. All 4 down with 40 seconds remaining. Somebody grab it.
And this is bad now. The split spot's coming in. He had to back up for the flag and methods.
Oh my God.
He might be able to get this return. Here's that one-on-one. Oh my goodness, Tish.
Tish with the beamer as he's able to win a huge one-on-one, but Octane's nade comes in. Octane might be able to get position. Octane gets both kills, but there's still Kismet here. He's trying to get to it. There's one more player. They got the flag and the tying score's coming in. What the hell was that, Joe?
And the number 1 play goes to John. He shows off the sniper once again during LG's massive victory over the green wall.
Another first blood from him. He's at 8-2.
Whoa, okay. Well, John answers back with 2 snipes yet again. John, you freak of nature. That's his 5th snipe in this one, at least.
That's going to do it for our top 5 plays here, brought to you by the PlayStation 4. Stay tuned to all of the Call of Duty action only on MLG.com.
Seeing LG break up to me isn't that much of a surprise. I think these guys have been top 3, top 4 now for, so many events, and they've won a lot of those too. But when a roster like Optic Gaming breaks up and they're on the hunt for new players, everyone is wanting to join them. The likes of Octane and others as well, from maybe FaZe, TK, Envy. Whoever Optic want, Optic genuinely will get. So for Luminosities to split up, it's a shame, but I think it just makes the competition even more important.
I think Formal's playstyle is one of the reasons maybe you're seeing them struggle a little bit. It's always been talked about many times. I've talked with people on Hot Mic about, like, he plays a much more aggressive style of AR, and back in Advanced Movement Call of Duty, it worked out really well. Right now, I think they are struggling due to the difference in the way he plays versus Octane. And we've seen him sort of try to mold into that, to kind of play the Octane type role, play his spots that we saw in Search and Destroy in the different modes. They just haven't got it clicking yet, and that's honestly just going to take time.
For Luminosity to be a championship contender, to get that number 1, that first place finish, we need to see Formal put the numbers that Octane did. And that's a very tough ask to do. We also need JCap to be as lights out as he has been on Capture the Flag. John, for me, has been one of the best, maybe the best SMG in the game, alongside the likes of Kenny, Zuma, Scump. But again, you've got to look at all 4 players, Slacked as well. They all need to just raise that bar a tiny bit. The competition is bigger and better than ever. It's going to be tough, but I think they can do it.
I think early on it's going to be tough for Luminosity. I think I see a solid event would be top 8 for LG. I wouldn't be surprised if I even see them falling to top 12. I think just due to the talent, they should get top 8, but I don't expect anything more than that just based off what we've seen.
I think bringing scraps is incredibly important. I mean, that is something that we talk about, the skill gap between EU and North America sometimes when it comes to the top teams. We have seen a handful of teams from Europe that have been able to hang with the very true North American elite. Scraps on this roster solve that. They can go kill for kill in a hardpoint, which is something that at times they struggle to do. They were beating people in hardpoint when getting heavily outslayed. Now that's not the scenario. I just think that they can hang with the big dogs. They can hang with anyone every single tournament. It's fun to see.
So Josh was the shot caller for Red Reserve, and now we see obviously him be kind of put aside and Skrapz come in. But I think Skrapz is just so focused on being the best version of himself that he can be, and it's really showing in his gameplay. For me, this guy brings not only kind of his raw talent, but he just brings so much fun to the game. He brings so much energy and hype. I think Skrapz is the perfect player to join Red Reserve.
Rated is a guy who's so confident in himself, and at times there's a lot of people who are like, dude, you shouldn't be this confident. You're not even one of the best ARs in the world, but I think throughout this year he's made a point that he is. And yes, we talk about Formula and Octane and all these different ARs in North America, but Rated right now is single-handedly the best AR in Europe, and it could be the best AR in the world if he continues to play
into the upper stratosphere. Now
I think Red Reserve are absolutely in the conversation. As soon as Skrapz got on the roster, even before I saw them play, they were in conversation to win a tournament. They were obviously going to be capable of making a run. I would be astonished if they don't place in the top 4. I think they have potential to make a grand final. Can they win? Yes. I just like what I've seen out of Rise Nation Gaming a little bit more.
Sorry.
I feel anyone can win it. Between maybe 8 teams, I think Red Reserve definitely have a shot, and I think it's the one that they'll be looking to take home. We'll have to wait and see, though.
The way they're playing right now throughout Stage 2 is incredible. Again, at Anaheim, I expect them to place top 4. And if they're able to carry that positive momentum into Champs, maybe we have our first European COD Champs win.
Surviving, stuff like that. Now, what can you spend this one time? Like 10 times better than this.
Currently 2-0. We defeated twice in Complexity. Hoping to win this one and advance to tomorrow 3-0. Yeah, they ban Flores.
You already know when you go against Optic, you're going against like them as players and the crowd even. They have a pretty big fan base out here.
All right, well, we're ready to kick it off. Optic Gaming playing against Envy. This is going to be a big test for both of these rosters.
Here we go. Let's hope for a slugfest here, Joey. Now the lead for Optic Gaming is they're looking to bury Envy here. Optic set up and poised to close this out. There's a couple more ticks, and that's going to do it. Scump finds 3 to close it out, and Optic reigns supreme in game 1.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
That's got to be traded. Oh! Grim rips him off, and there we go, Optic.
Let's go, Optic!
Let's see if Envy can bring it back, guys. It's got to start in the CTF. Optic firmly in control. Here we go. It's just a matter of seconds here before the 3-0. It's Optic Gaming, a convincing 3-0 over Envious.
And one of the most dominant performances, and now they are going to look phenomenal.
It's going to be a hard of a series. They played us on pretty bad maps, to be honest. They picked some of our best maps, so I don't know why they did that.
Feeling great, baby. 3-0.
Match here against TK. Obviously, that loss to Rise kind of hurts. Got to win this one to make up for that. If we lose this, I think we're going to be a loser bracket 100%. So we got to win this and try to get that spot in the winners bracket.
1-1 currently in pools, so whoever basically wins this match is basically guaranteed to come out. Considering Rise is 1-1, these guys are 2-0, so it'll be a 3-way tie if we win. Looks like we're coming out of pools. If we were to drop and lose this match, we'd be coming out like 3rd or 4th tomorrow. So big match about to start, and hopefully we can take the win.
I think we just had to play like we played against Rise. We had our comms on point, our team workers on point. Just all around vibes were on point. So like, if we can just bring that into this match and just keep the same momentum as earlier, then I feel like we could beat LG.
Luminosity against Team Caliber. Off the rip, TK looking pretty good, but LG gonna bounce right back because.
I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna actually get stuck on the gun, and I'm gonna run back. Just look over there.
That's a hard-earned victory for map number 1.
Starter on me. I'm weak to an A. Guys are gonna work me. You as well.
You're back. This is 2 maps where they're close-ish, but essentially you've just been pure domination.
Oh my god, I'm so bad. I got streaks.
Against Team Caliber, a good result was needed, and a good result
is what
Fire,
they
fire to mid, fire to mid, fire. We came out, we played our game. It's what we know we can do. It's what we know our team's capable of. If we come out and we play to our strengths, we play as a team, and we small talk, communicate, do the little things, do the basics, I mean, we're going to win. That's what's going to happen.
We played confident, we played together, and we played like we really wanted to win that. So we keep playing like that, bro. I don't know. I think we can win this tournament.
You're mini golfing.
So I have my two brothers here and my girlfriend supporting me.
When are you guys coming back?
They're here to watch me defend the turf, and they wanted me to, you know, be here to have support.
I'm not like super well known because like I don't game or do anything. I'm just the girlfriend that tags along. So I assumed that somebody would know that I was his girlfriend at this point. I had this made for this tournament. It was just one of his headshots, and I wanted to do something kind of unique and special instead of having his jersey that I normally wear on Sundays.
I'm probably just gonna get my stuff, then we can go get food.
Good bags.
Like, I love playing Rise, because playing TJ, just playing different people, it's a good time. It's just like kind of bragging rights type thing.
Yeah.
But it's a good time.
Bragging
good,
rights?
bro.
I was gonna ask
The
you a
film
question, but I
John.
felt disrespectful.
And those are two plain hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
I'd say the standings are basically almost spot on of what they should be, other than like Rise maybe not being like guaranteed to come out. But I mean, that happens at tournaments. If you have to go like 110% versus everyone you play, otherwise you can catch yourself losing to a team that you shouldn't lose to. All right, Epsilon won. Well, they haven't lost yet.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I feel semi-odd like walking right next to you with my t-shirt on.
You're a big fan.
I just like look like that like hardcore fan. Like stalking him.
We're about to play Conquest, the open team. They came into our pool, and then after that, we're gonna play TK Rise or LG for first round of winners. Feeling good. Feeling great, actually. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, Optic! And with just 3 seconds to go, Optic Gaming handle business in game 1. Optic at risk of maybe dropping their second map in pool play.
Not able to win that first gunfight, and he gets picked off.
And that is an S&D victory in a series tied up at 1 apiece.
Will we see Conquest take another one here? We've already seen an impressive performance from them. We're going to jump into map number 3, capture the flag.
Fight after fight after fight as the players try to flood in. He's got it! Everybody's dropping. Optic Gaming get crushed. All 4 down with 40 seconds remaining. Somebody grab it. Octane might be able to get position. He's trying to get to it. There's one more player. They got the flag, and the tying score's coming in.
For Conquest, but they win the gunfights. Kismet able to find 2, and we're headed into overtime.
Watch your right, watch your right. That is what a perfect 4 down looks like, right? It's now a 2-1 edge for Optic Gaming. Optic seems to be a little bit too strong and hard point for this Conquest team. Come on, Optic, get the hard point! This is the last push, the last chance for Conquest to push this to a map line. Pushed to the limits here by Conquest, who fought through the open bracket, but they're able to get it done.
We came out, we got the win. Win! We got the win. It wasn't the cleanest of victories, but now we just go back, get a good scrim to prepare for our winter bracket matchup, and go from there.
Dirty, nasty wins, but I like wins.
Oh, my purple friend.
Where Vito? Forest? So we're gonna play Doc? They beat out St. Marie.
Hard point?
Yeah.
What do you
Just
want?
do that after.
What do you want? I just got signed for it.
I'm down for Valve.
Yeah, Valve.
All right, Valve game 1.
We got E6 next. They're the open bracket team. We put them in the Pro League Challenge. They're pretty good.
All right, guys, look.
But this is just a different environment. It more favors, you know, like our style of play. We ended last night really solid against TK. As long as we play just like that, we'll be fine for the rest of the tournament. I think we can win it.
LG E6, game 1 underway, and we're heading to Falcon. What could make this LG squad so deadly? The AR of Formal and the Salt of John. John reigns in the fighter pilot, and with just 3 more points, LG will go ahead and take map 1 versus Enigma 6.
Yo, listen, Cat, don't go to that left corner next time.
Into map number 2, LG going to be leading by 1. Will Enigma 6 be able to tie it up?
And now it's all down to J-Cap, a 1v2 for the map.
Peeking, Cap for the 1v2, he's gonna clutch up, and LG in emphatic fashion. A Let's Go LG chat breaks out here in Anaheim. Luminosity Gaming. Can they take the series 3-0? Down to Diabolic. Diabolic's pulled the flag and he ran straight to Cap. Cap's gonna get the return at LG. They will go ahead and take the series 3-0.
Felt pretty good. Pretty proud of how the team played. Excited to really get into bracket play now. I think we play Optic Gaming first round, so really excited for that match. I think it'll be really hyped up, and I just can't wait to play.
We played them once in the league, and they just destroyed us. So hopefully this time around it's a little better. But yeah, I'm excited for that match tonight.
I definitely think it's going to be an incentive for Formal to win. Obviously, it's like his ex-teammates and stuff, but I'm just going into it like any other match. We're going to do our thing, play our game, and we're not going to change anything. I think we learned a lot from playing him in the league recently, and I think we should be good.
Both teams underwent a big roster change, and we kind of swapped players with them, so we're both sort of getting our footing with each new player on the team. I'm sure both guys just want to beat the crap out of each other in terms of just the game, right? Just for bragging points at that point. So I think it's going to be a heavy-hitting match. Both teams going to be going extremely hard. Just a lot of respect on the line for this win here.
What's first? I think it's definitely personal for them. I think they just want, it's all about pride here. They want to win versus their former teammate, and I can't blame them. I'm sure the crowd's going to love it. I think that's the most anticipated match for everybody, so looking forward to it. I'm ready to play.
Looking forward to it. It's the LG rematch from Stage 1, so a lot of people are looking forward to this. It's like the new rivalry in COD. So we threw it them last time, hopefully we can do it again.